Hey, what is up, guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today I'm gonna be watching an offlane Undying game I played. I'm a huge fan of this hero on the offlane, but more importantly, I kind of just want to go over and talk to you guys. Like, this video is gonna be really chill, like really chill. I don't want it to be some super guide. I kind of just want to talk about motivation and loss streaks in particular. I know this video isn't going to pop off as a result because most people think it's irrelevant to them or they just don't care. But basically, I've had a horrible week of solo queue. I've really been struggling. Like, truly, I think I've lost 6 out of my last 7 games outside of the Enigma game that hopefully a lot of you guys got to see. So things have been rough, right? Things have been rough. Even when I'm having a really good game, I feel like I just can't transition it. So what I'm going to be doing here today, first off, is watching my own replay. Haven't watched this game back. I just played this game, so I'll remember all of it. But basically, I just want to discuss the difficulty of these types of games. And I really want to watch and just say, okay, I could do this better. I could prevent feeding here. I could think about this movement. I could enable this teammate better, and so on and so on. So first things first, you just got to remember why you're playing, right? Like, the main thing that I have to remind myself of, so currently my main goal, and hopefully I can achieve it, and a lot of you guys can witness my main goal as well, is to make a major. That's my goal this year. I want to make a minor or a major, just some sort of LAN, right? I want to make a LAN. And in order to do that, right, in order to make one of these LANs, I'm going to have to be a top-level player. And in order to be a top-level player, a top-level anything in life, right, if you want to get to the top level of anything, as this lane was going really well. It was going really well. I felt like I couldn't keep the lane back as much as I should have. I should have pulled more aggro here instead of auto-attacking. I was getting too aggressive when I should have just been pulling aggro onto the range creep, pretty sure. But outside of that, if you're trying to get to the top level of anything, right, you're trying to become right, one of the best, you can't let these couple games where things aren't good get to you too much, right? Because this was a game where things were going great, right? I'm top net worth. Yeah, my side lanes are getting beat pretty bad. My mid laner is getting absolutely destroyed. But, right, I destroyed my lane. So that kind of should have offset things. Either way, main thing I want you guys to keep in mind is if you're going to get to the top level of anything in life, even if you're watching this video and you don't care about getting to the top level of Dota, maybe you want to get better, but you don't care about getting to the top level, it doesn't matter. Right? It really doesn't matter. You have to be able to take the losses, reset, right? And then go from there. And honestly, that's why I want to hear what a lot of you guys have to comment about this. Once again, I know this video isn't going to get as many views because it's just me ranting. If I want to get views, I should be like, top carry of the patch. But I want to hear what you guys have to say. I think a big thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna learn. I'm gonna be trying meditation. I feel like as of late, I've really noticed myself having a severe issue with dopamine in general. At least that's what I'm assuming it is, because it's really hard for me to stay up right now. Like, even with Dota, after I lose games, it's more difficult than it's ever been for me to want to keep going. And I will keep going because I love the game and I have a goal and I know what I'm playing for. Right? So I have this long-term goal which keeps me motivated. Right? No matter how bad things get, I'll keep going. I know that for a fact. But I want things to be better and I want to be more motivated when I play, because then I play better, right? The more focused I am, the more motivated I am, right? Those things go hand in hand. If I'm motivated, I'm focused, I'm playing better, I'm talking to my teammates, I'm picking heroes I should be picking, etc., etc. But yeah, I was thinking about getting into meditation. I was wondering if any of you guys had thoughts on that. That's one thing. Another thing I'm doing right now that I personally believe is going to help me quite a bit is abstaining from porn and masturbation altogether. Completely trying to cut it out. I don't really know what time frame, but for now, I'm at least doing it with my friend for the month of November. Not even just for NoFap. It just kind of worked out. Like, I know it's a NoFap November or whatever, but I'm going to be doing that, and hopefully that helps. And then also the last thing is, what's really crazy? Ever since I started doing NoFap in particular, I've also noticed that I've actually had more of a tendency to go on my phone. I've actually briefly started watching YouTube Shorts, and it's pretty crazy, right? It's like crazy. I'm just substituting. I'm actually just coping so hard. By the way, in this game, I think this movement was okay. This is where we killed them? I think this is where I bait them in. They go on me, but I have like a gajillion HP. Oh, right, my ulti ends, but I think I'm still fine. Yeah. This was a good bait. Yeah, that was a good bait. But as I was saying... Oh, yeah, so as I was saying, even now that, I felt like I felt like that things were getting better, right? I was like not doing nofap, and maybe that would help my motivation. I realized I kind of just substituted it with something else, right? Even though I couldn't get the high of right, obviously masturbation, right? Which is every guy understands what I'm saying. Everyone understands what I'm saying. Even though I didn't have that in my life, it didn't matter, right? I was instantly substituting it with something else, which is it just feels really sad, right? It's sad. It feels like I'm just this robot that's completely controlled by its desires, and I really don't want to be that. And the main reason why I don't want to be that, because you could have the mindset, oh, it doesn't matter, right? It doesn't matter. Why does it matter? You're living one life. Might as well just do what makes you happiest. But I don't believe it's what's making me happiest. I'm not happy when I watch YouTube Shorts. I'm just there. Right? I really don't feel good about it. You know what I mean, guys? You know what I mean? I'm not there. I know I'm not there. I'm truly not there. My brain is off. And the main thing I'm looking for is basically a substitute to porn, which you can find on any other social media. It's so sad. It's so sad. And I don't mind making this video and anyone watching it, because I understand that most people have this experience. This is the most common experience, I feel like, for guys around my age. It's just like, it's brutally difficult to stay focused and to want to pursue your goals and stay locked in. We'll watch some of the Dota fights, because I know some of you guys probably clicked on this video for Dota. Hopefully not too many. I'm going to title it appropriately, or have Zuko title it appropriately. But yeah, so I'm going to be looking at a meditation. I'm just going to be looking to use my phone a lot less. That's the main thing for me, because one concern I've also had is my job. So obviously a lot of you guys know who I am, right? If you don't, basically my job is a YouTuber for gameleap, and then my second goal is, or my main goal, but my job and one of my passions is YouTube and content creating, which is what I'm doing here. And then another one of my passions is trying to go pro, as I said earlier, trying to make that land. And it kind of all revolves around video games, which are definitely have a bad rap for, you know, how much stimulation they give you, right? It's obviously way more stimulation than regular life. And it's tough, man. It's tough, because I don't want to give up on my dream of video games. And I don't think I will, but it's really hard, because it feels like it drains me. It's crazy to me. Today my parents came for the weekend. I had a great time with them. This will actually be an engagement maybe I want to watch. I don't know. This game was so weird. I was so farmed. I was owning the game, but it just felt like the people around me were poor. Like, my supports are poor, my puck's poor. I don't know, but it's kind of a cope, I guess. But the point is that, sorry, going back to the point. So my parents came up, and I had a great time with them, right? Great time. And then I got home, I lost the pub, and I felt like I couldn't focus, right? I was just so not even demoralized, because I could play another game, and I wanted to play another game, kind of. But it was just so saddening. And I know that's a universal experience. No one likes losing, but the extent of it felt so extreme. I don't know if that makes sense. It felt so extreme as I die here. I guess I'll watch this engagement a little bit. It felt so extreme. I just instantly got taken out of my good mood. I was in such a good mood. Boom, gone, right? Just felt like it was completely gone. Everything that the good mood I had was just kind of blown up, right? I don't know if that makes any sense, right? It just was destroyed. As here, I guess I shouldn't have run in. I don't really know what's happening here. I felt like my puck is... Why would he not run top here? I guess he wants to defend mid tower. Okay, it's not even that bad of a play. Yeah, I guess it's up to me, because that's a solid play. It's up to me to identify that they're making this play and disengage. I kept going when they didn't show up. I think it's because I felt that if my team shows up, like if Drow TPs or if Puck TPs, this is probably a good fight, which honestly it probably would have been. Like, realistically, I think if one of them TP, yeah, like the Puck would be able to kill these people and I'd be fine, right? So, I don't really mind my play. I think it's bad in the regard that I need to have more awareness of what's happening around me, right? That's just what I need to do, and that's what I mean in terms of the motivation. I feel like I'm not as focused. Like, I think when I was on my 10K spree, because I've dropped to 9.8, and I'm very unhappy about it. When I was on my spree to 10.1K, I felt like it was very focused in all the games. I was very much paying attention to what was going on and making my decisions. I was calibrating my decisions based on what was going on around me. But yeah, getting back to the point of life shit as my Puck then kills himself, which was pretty demoralizing. I will not cap. Yeah, just I'm not really sure exactly what steps I'm going to take in what order, but I definitely know that the main things I want to focus on and see if it has a major improvement is porn and masturbation, number 1, phone by far number 2, is this easy number 2, and then number 3 is sweet food. Absolutely, sweet food. I think I think the modern diet is absolutely disgusting, and I think it plays a big part into why we go through this vicious cycle. Because I will admit, so one thing as well is I had ice cream tonight. I don't have ice cream every night. I'm really not that bad about sweets. I'm not great, but I'm not horrible. But I had ice cream tonight. And after I ate it, holy, instantly I lost my drive and my focus. Like, it was crazy, and I could be coping. It could be just placebo, right? I don't think it is. I really don't, because I wasn't thinking like, oh, I'm out of it. I wasn't thinking, oh, this is gonna take me out. It just happened. I was just like, boom, I don't want to do anything. It's crazy, man. And then all this snowballs together. Like, I feel like, honestly, guys, this might even sound kind of braggy, but I'm just going to keep it real in this video. I'm just kind of venting to you guys, and hopefully some of you relate. But I feel like I'm in a pretty good place in life right now. I'm very happy with where I am. I'm 23. I make YouTube videos. I'm, like, doing pretty well in Dota. I have a good amount of savings. Like, I feel like my knowledge of the world is pretty decent. Like, I've spent a good amount of time trying to just, like, be competent, right? And I'm pretty happy about it. But at the same time, I feel like I could just be better. And even if it, like, being better is vague. Just be a little bit more happy and content and structured. I don't know if that makes sense. So if you guys have any life experience with this or anything like this that you can share, relate, or in the comments, I would really appreciate it for my sake and for hopefully everyone's sake. But yeah, getting back to the game, we're only 2K, so I'm probably gonna end that there. I'm gonna watch the rest of the game now. So yeah, so I think I force mid really hard. Do I force mid hard? No, okay. So at this point, we wanted to group up with Drow. I should be calling a smoke. Like, at this point of the game, my team's just kind of chasing people around. We miss coil. It's a very, basically what's happening here is a very discombobulated game. And what I should be doing is telling my Drow to push out bottom, and then I should tell my team to Moonlight Shadow and connect with her. And I know this play. Like, I know I can come up with plays like this. Like, I didn't think of that play in the game because I was just not focused. I'm just like, I don't feel like telling my team what to do. But I need to get my team doing something and moving and getting out on the map. And it's okay if we just farm 3 lanes. Like, this Drow scales extraordinarily well. I really don't feel like they have, like, the best jump for Drow. Enigma's okay, but we have hookshot. So, this was sad. This is what I mean also. Even in game, this one I knew in game I had to be better. I went to farm the mid lane. I'm kind of the safe hero. I don't mind pushing out mid. My hero's good at pushing out mid. But, because it's hard for them to jump me. But, like, Drow gets gone on, I should insta-TP. I'm good enough to insta-TP. I should be watching the map. I, like, look, and I'm like, he's probably dying. I don't know why the hell I just don't insta-TP, because I don't need to farm, right? I'm playing offlane on dying. I'm not going to scale and carry the game. The whole point of my build is literally to save people and enable the side lanes. I enable my other cores, not the side lanes. Enable my other cores. And I just, like, I don't know, I TP so late. This guy gets completely saved. He gets saved, we get a return kill, we're chilling. I could have saved him. And it would have turned around the fight, no doubt, because I would Holy Lock it, Soul Rip. That's like 1,000 HP or something crazy. I put down Tombstone, Flesh Golem, no way I die, pop drums, and I would just, like, run them over. I know it for a fact. I've played this scenario quite a few times. I mean, to be fair, it ends up, I guess they would have swung as 5. My team was very splitty, but maybe if the fight started going well, it wasn't just a Drow pick-off into a me pick-off, my team then would TP over. My poor ass Puck in the Clockwork would TP over. You know, so if I make a slightly better decision, it snowballs and compounds. And honestly, if you're not that high of rank, you don't have to take this much responsibility. I'm just going to keep it real. But, like, at my rank, especially when I'm constantly, every game I play, I'm the highest rank on my team by quite a margin usually. Right, this guy, I think rank 200 is like 8K. It's like 2,000 MMR lower than me. Right, no one around me is really close to my rank in my games. And so I kind of need to play perfect and be the guy who snowballs the good plays. Which is putting a lot of pressure on myself, but it really is the reality of this level of play. And that's why I need to watch these replays to remind myself that if I'm going to win and I'm going to stay at my 10K level, which I know I can do, I've done it, I can do it again easily, I need to be locked in, and I need to be making the right decisions to enable my teammates. I need to push out the mid lane. Like, I don't need to flash farm this game. I just need to push out mid and then respond to enemy ganks. And then call the occasional smoke. I should be buying a smoke. I stopped buying smokes for some reason. I should buy smokes as the core. I don't care. I'm going to be the guy who coordinates the game for my team. I know that for a fact. And I'm going to make the calls. I'm going to make the plays, so I should be doing that. Fight breaks out here. Heal up our clock. This is fine. Execution. I'm just going to watch execution for this fight, so decay up the Ench. That's fine. Heal up Drow. Casting my spells relatively off cooldown is important. I guess here Puck kind of just dies, and yeah, we had to run. I think here I sort of kill myself. I think in this situation, I just have to realize my puck's dead. I don't have Tombstone. I need to chill. Right? I kind of I felt that they would maybe overextend, but I ended up getting caught on the bad side of an EMP, and the fight nearly went well. I choked so hard here. So, we get off our ulti, which is the first reaction, and then instantly I should use my W. I don't know what I do, but it's not instantly use my W, which is very bad. Because if I instantly use my W, I'm probably okay. Instead, I click the Dawnbreaker, and then right as I'm about to W, I get hit by Dawnbreaker's Q, which is a way slower timing than my W. But I could have WQ'd, stayed alive here, and been completely fine. I would have healed for about 500-600, popped my Holy Locket, popped Decay, and healed more. So I should have been fine there too, and that's what I mean. When you guys are in bad streaks of losses, you gotta lock in mentally. You got to lock in mentally. You need to take a break and find some way to remotivate yourself for the game. Whether or not it's watching a pro Twitch streamer, just stop playing, play your favorite hero. Find some way to lock in. This game was so winnable, but I made a couple bad decisions that would have swung the game on its head, and I know that for a fact. And you need to remind yourself of that, because otherwise you get into this really coping mindset. The amount I was coping during this game was gross. I was coping like crazy. Every time I would die or my teammates would die, I would just my brain, which is me. I don't know why I say my brain. I like saying my brain, so I feel like it's not me, but it is me. Would just come up with an excuse. It would flame someone. I'm like, really? Is this me? Am I that guy? You know what I mean? Am I really that guy? I'm not that guy. I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to be the person who copes so hard, because I know this game could be a 3-4K advantage if I TB bottom, save the Drow, get off Soul Rip there, lane a little bit better. I could have laned better for sure. I even died to a bottom gank, which was avoidable. I could have played just way better this game, and all those things come together. If I have a Wraith Pack here, we can smoke up, group up faster, maybe we even contest their Roach, etc., etc. But alright, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. I know this wasn't too much of a Dota video, but I just felt like I couldn't get. I was really thinking about what do I want to make a Dota video on right now. But I've been losing so many games that my Dota motivation is a little bit low. So I'm like, why don't I just kind of talk to you guys? Because I realized that my community is a lot tight knitter than I think. Because when I asked you guys to comment stuff like the week thins recently, that was pretty funny. So many people commented. I'm like, wow, that's so cool, right? People are more engaged. They just kind of don't comment. It's like the silent viewers. You know what I mean? So hopefully a video like this gets some of you guys talking. I want to hear what you have to say. As Clockwork dies here. But yeah, I just want to hear what you guys have to say. I just want to talk about life a little bit instead of focusing on Dota for a tad, because I'm not burnt out with Dota in the slightest. I never get burnt out with Dota. It's just nice to take breaks, because I feel like when I take breaks, I play better. I think a lot of you guys, if you don't take enough breaks, you need to take more breaks. It will make you a way better player. All right, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and I'm out. Peace.